The aftermath of an accident. 5 crucial mistakes you need to avoid. Being in an accident can be a traumatic and disorienting experience. Your mind may be racing, and uncertainty or physical pain makes it difficult to think clearly. However, the actions you take immediately after an accident are extremely important when it comes to later seeking fair compensation for your injuries and damages. There are 5 common yet detrimental mistakes many accident victims make in the moments, hours, and days following an incident. Avoiding these errors is key to protecting yourself, your future health, and your legal rights down the road. Here is an in-depth look at the 5 critical mistakes to steer clear of if you want the best possible outcome for your personal injury case. Mistake number 1. Failing to seek medical attention immediately. One of the worst things you can do after getting hurt in an accident is to delay getting medical care. Some people wrongly assume their injuries are minor or try to downplay the pain they are experiencing. Others simply want to go home or feel embarrassed about needing help. It is always better to err on the side of caution and get checked out by a doctor or visit an emergency room, urgent care center immediately following any accident with injuries. There are several important reasons why prompt medical attention is vital. 1. Diagnosing hidden injuries. The shock of an accident can mask serious problems like internal bleeding, head trauma, spinal damage, etc. 1. A full medical exam may reveal issues you were not even aware of initially. 2. Establishing treatment timelines. Documenting when you sought care is key. 2. Gaps in treatment can wrongly suggest you were not that injured or hurt. 3. Objective expert analysis. A doctor's record of your condition soon after the accident provides unbiased proof of your injuries before other factors can set in. 4. Mitigating long-term harm. Many injuries can get worse without proper treatment. 4. Early intervention maximizes your recovery long-term. 5. Avoiding pre-existing conditions claims. Insurers often allege later discovered injuries predated the accident. 5. Early medical records refute this argument. Never wait more than 24 hours to get examined after an accident if possible. The trip to the hospital or doctor immediately after the incident provides vital medical evidence and shows you were responsibly addressing your injuries from the very start. Mistake number 2. Failing to report the accident to your insurance provider. Another common error people make after an accident is neglecting to promptly report the incident to their own insurance company. Some wrongly believe it is not necessary if the other party clearly caused the collision. Others simply do not know this critical step. You should always contact your insurer after any accident, no matter who was at fault. There are some key reasons. 1. It starts a claim file and timeline of your case. 2. Insurance advisors can walk you through next steps. 3. They will request details, documents and records related to accident. 4. It protects you if the other party later denies fault or changes the story. 5. Failure to report can be used against you later in your claim. 6. Your insurer may have to cover expenses if the at-fault party lacks sufficient insurance. 7. It preserves your rights in case of any legal disputes down the line. Generally, you need to provide notification as soon as reasonably possible. Don't leave it for days or weeks later. Phone calls are adequate, but written notice via email or letter is even better for documentation. Your insurer will likely send you forms to complete. Return these promptly along with any bills, images or details requested. Mistake number 3. Neglecting to document evidence at the scene. What you do at the actual scene of the accident plays a major role in later establishing fault and liability for the incident. In the chaos of those first moments, many people overlook the importance of gathering evidence and statements right away. Always make documentation a priority by doing the following. 1. Take photos, video of the damage, skid marks, debris, weather, etc. 1. Document injuries, blood as well. 2. Get contact details and accounts from any eyewitnesses present before they leave. 3. Note important facts like the time, exact location, road conditions, speed, etc. 4. If possible, contact the police to file an official report. 5. Keep medical reports, bills and discharge papers detailing your injuries. 6. Do not make any recorded statements to opposing insurance carriers. 7. Save social media posts, texts and emails referencing the accident. 8. Keep a journal or log of how injuries impact your life and routine after the accident. 9. Avoid posting anything about the accident publicly before consulting your attorney. Thorough evidence helps prove your case later on. The more documentation you have, the less likely insurers can dispute your version of events. It also refreshed your memory months later if you need to give statements or testimony about the incident. Mistake number 4. Waiting too long to contact an attorney. Hiring an experienced personal injury lawyer is highly recommended after any substantial accident. However, many people make the mistake of waiting weeks or even months before seeking legal representation. They wrongly believe they can handle it alone or want to avoid legal fees. This delay can seriously jeopardize your case. You should consult an attorney as soon as possible because 1. Early investigation and preservation of evidence is key. 1. The longer you wait, the more facts fade and documentation disappears. 2. Procedural deadlines apply. 2. You only have a certain window of time to take legal action. 3. Insurers start building a defense against you immediately. 3. Without advice, you can make missteps. 4. Legal knowledge is required to prove damages. 4. An attorney handles these complex calculations. 5. Experienced lawyers have dealt with the same insurers and know how to maximize your settlement. 6. Each day missed is money lost. 6. Swift action leads to the best payout. 7. Insurers almost always lowball early offers. 7. An attorney can negotiate far more. 8. You need an expert guiding you through the legal and claims process. The best personal injury firms offer free consultations and case evaluations. This gives you expert guidance at no initial cost. Those first conversations are critical to protecting your rights and putting your case on the strongest footing right away. Mistake number 5. Posting about the accident on social media. In today's digital age, it is tempting to post about your accident on social media sites. You may be looking for support from friends or trying to document what happened. Unfortunately, this common mistake can ruin your injury claim. Anything you post online can potentially be used against you to limit or deny your case. Insurance defense lawyers routinely search sites like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. looking for evidence. Avoid jeopardizing your claim by abstaining from social media posts about your accident or injuries. Specifically, 1. Do not post photos of the crash, your injuries, or even hospital visits, procedures. 1. These can be used out of context later. 2. Avoid checking in to accident scenes or medical facilities. 2. This pinpoints locations and times. 3. Do not make written statements about what occurred. 3. Only provide official recorded statements. 4. Beware complaints about injuries, symptoms or impact on your life. 4. These can suggest pre-existing conditions. 5. Never post about medical visits, appointments, medications or treatments. 6. Avoid discussing the accident with others publicly online. 6. Conversations are discoverable. 7. Temporarily pause social media use if necessary. 7. This prevents mistakes. 8. Heed your attorney's advice about what you should and should not post online. Remember, insurers want to minimize your claim. Do not hand them evidence to undermine or deny you fair compensation. Be extremely judicious with your social media presence until your case is resolved. Conclusion. Being in any type of accident can be a difficult experience. However, the actions you take in the immediate aftermath play a huge role in ultimately maximizing your compensation and long-term health. Avoid the common mistakes outlined here in order to give yourself the best possible chance for a full legal and financial recovery. Listen to your attorney's guidance, focus on smart documentation, get prompt medical care, and refrain from social media posts about your case. With diligence and care, you can overcome potential insurance disputes and obtain the maximum settlement you deserve.